Hugo, thanks for joining me down the line today. I hear your time at Kings Lynn has sadly come to an end.
Yeah, after 18 months at the club, and it's been a great 18 months, I've made a decision that it's time for me to move on. So wasn't an easy decision to make because if I'm honest, the last 18 months, I've loved every minute of it. It's been fantastic, and do you know what? Whilst we've all worked extremely hard, it's been so much fun, and I mean that. I've laughed so much, but we've worked so hard as well. And I wanted to talk about the laughter because it's really important because our changing room at Lynn has been unbelievable. I mean, to a man, I can't speak highly enough of the changing room. It actually runs itself. It's a room full of absolutely top blokes, and I'm just sad that we couldn't get the job done. We couldn't get ourselves over the line, but I don't think we should take away the fact that we have had a brilliant season. And let's remember as well, when we came to the club, and I came to the club with Tommy 18 months ago, the club was well, we felt it didn't have much of an identity in terms of what the team wanted to look like on the pitch, and I like to think that we've certainly left uh, an identity behind. Well, we've had a great identity this season, should I say? And it's been a remarkable 18 months and a time I won't ever forget. But for me, it's time now to move on.
What would be the standout moments and the key points along the way for you?
Well, there's loads of stuff that I'm really proud of. I mean, I could say that the day that we walked in against Dover, there was 417 people at that game, and in my last game there was over 3,000 people. So that's quite. If you were to monitor some progress by that, then that's great. I could talk about the Doncaster game, but I mean, wow, I mean, what a day that was. But the thing I suppose I'm most proud of is that the team that was built, the environment that we had. Training was always great fun in the sense that I know that everybody always looked forward to coming into training. We all loved each other's company, um, but some of the performances have just been outstanding. Some of the football that we played, just things that are as it's like a coach's dream almost. But a lot of that's down to Tom and his recruitment because he brought in some great lads, and I hope that in years to come people will still talk about this team.
There was obviously some flack around the situation of Tom's departure and going forward, but I think it's undeniable what the three of you, and I include Mark in that, have achieved in your time at the club. What would you like the legacy to be going forward for Kings Lynn Town?
Well, look, as I said, what the club we felt when we came in was a little bit all over the place, and that's not me pointing the finger at anybody because that's what usually happens, particularly during the season. If a manager leaves or a manager comes in, should I say, it's usually because somebody's left to go to something better or something's not quite right. And we've certainly improved where we train, the relationship between the first team and the academy, and also I think that we've certainly put ourselves around and about in the community. And I don't just mean the stuff that we've done with Jodie, who's brilliant at what she does. I'm just talking about putting ourselves around the town and getting to know people. And these people are amazing. And since I arrived at the football club, the support and the friendliness that I've received, unbelievable. Amazing town with amazing people, and I'll miss it. I'm not going to lie to you, but football's a strange game, and sometimes when it's time to go, and I just feel that at times now. But I like to think that Mark, moving forward now, has got a great platform to work off. He's a great guy, and he stepped into Tom's shoes very well, and I hope he carries on the good work. I'm sure that he will, and I'm definitely be rooting for him.
Any particular thanks to anybody or any sort of lasting thoughts?
First of all, I mean, there's so many people, including yourself, Reg. Obviously, your support's been great. Obviously, the chairman, he's been, he gets a lot of stick from people, but ultimately, he's a good guy with good intentions who just wants his football team and his football club to do well. So his support deserves thanks. Obviously, the people that I've worked with. So Lindsay, physio, she's been brilliant. Carol was before her, obviously. I've obviously mentioned Husey and Tom, but people like Tom Howes, the video analyst guy. I mean, he's been brilliant. But Norman, the kit man, Jade, who feeds us, and her mum Jane. I mean, the list is endless. But I think the biggest thanks should go to the supporters as well. As I said, they've been brilliant. They've always supported me, sung my name, albeit sometimes a little bit tongue in cheek, which is lovely. It's obviously it was taken in great humour and great nature, and I wish the club nothing but success going forward, and I'm looking forward to see what the future brings with Kingsley.
Hugo, thanks for your time today, and I wish you all the very best. It's been a joy working with you.
Thanks, Reg. All the best, mate.